And what were they looking for when they talked to you?
I shouldn't
Were they
admit
inspired by Kate when they were looking for
I should not admit these things in this room. Don't kill me. I got a call from my agent saying Marvel are interested in you for their next big superhero franchise. And I was like, I don't want to do a superhero movie. And then they were like, okay, well, you know, Edgar Wright would be directing it, and Paul Rudd would be starring in it. And I was like, what? What? Okay, I gotta read this script and I gotta meet these people, because that's weird. That's not what you would expect out of a superhero film. I'm intrigued. And then I was like, I guess I better watch a Marvel film. What all the hype's about. And so I watched some Marvel films and I was like, hell yeah, I want to do this movie.
What was the first Marvel movie you watched? Or the one that when you watched it said, yeah, now I want to do that part?
Well, the truth is, the first Marvel movie I watched, I didn't know it was a Marvel movie because this was before Marvel became God. I watched Iron Man 1, like 10 years ago, and I loved it, but I had no idea that, you know, all these great movies were made by the same people, and I hadn't seen most of the other ones, or almost any of the other ones, I don't think. I'd never seen an Avengers film, and those are really cool. But I think that was what sold me, was when I watched the Avengers films. I went, oh man, if I could ever, because originally I didn't know if my character would become a superhero, but I was like, if I just get my foot in the door, and then they watch the last Hobbit film and see me kick some ass. Maybe I could be the last.
And I think that your character Hope really stood out. Ant-Man, and I think that was one of the things that made Marvel make the next movie called Ant-Man and the Wasp. I mean, it's not that in the first movie you got Ant-Man was here and Wasp was here. Now they are on equal foot. I think that's awesome.
Thank you.
And what can we expect from this next movie? What do you think that Hope will be now that she finally gets to be a superhero? I think that she wanted.
I have no idea. They have not told me. I swear to God, I'm not keeping secrets. They have not told me. But wouldn't it be cool if I went after my mom? And wouldn't it be really effing cool if my mom was played by Michelle Pfeiffer?
We should hope so.
It's not fair. Life's not fair.
And I think Michelle Pfeiffer and Michael Douglas together would look awesome too.
Right? They make cute babies.
So let's move about to the Hobbit.
Crowd. It's like you never know where the fans are going to be coming from. Those are the people that didn't give a shit about Jack and Sawyer. Sorry, I didn't mean to swear. There are probably children in this room. I will stop doing that.
So, what was it like to work with Peter Jackson, being this great renowned director?
Who in this audience has watched every inch of extra footage from all of the Lord of the Rings and all of the Hobbit? Okay, by an applaud or a cheer, what is it like to work with Peter Jackson? No, it's way better than that. has none of, some directors, as I'm sure you can imagine, have a kind of mystique about them. And when they walk on set, it's like the star has arrived, and they're the most impressive person to themselves. Peter is not, he's like the opposite of that. You know, he, as you all know, walks around set in bare feet with food all over his shirt. He doesn't do his hair. I'm not sure if he showers. But he probably does. He was never stinky. But he is the kindest, sweetest, funniest guy. My favorite thing when I'm working is because I play house for a living, and I don't take it seriously at all. Maybe I should, but I don't. And he doesn't either. He takes the work very seriously and he works his butt off, but he is constantly cracking jokes and making light and having fun, and that puts me in a really relaxed space. And I actually felt like in those films, I reached a new place as an actress, and I did some of the work that I'm the most proud of because he didn't put any pressure on me. You know, it was just a very easy place to be in, an easy environment to work in.
I'm not that huge Lord of the Rings fan, so please correct me if I'm wrong, but your character is not in the books, right?
That's correct. You don't know that?
I'm sorry. Yeah. So, what was it like to have this character that was exclusively made for the movie, and there was almost no base for you to in the books? How was it like to do that part in comparison to the other parts?
To me, it was the greatest thing ever. Sorry for any of you who don't think that's cool, but I loved it because, first of all, I thought that Martin Freeman had the hardest job in the world because I was a huge Hobbit fan, and for anyone to depict Bilbo Baggins as Bilbo Baggins the way I imagined him was such a huge weight to carry, and he did it superbly. I was like, that's Bilbo, that's from my head. And that was amazing that he was able to do that. I had zero confidence that I could do that for any of the Elven characters because they're angels, they're just too perfect, and I am not. And so I was excited about the idea of this character that we could just create from scratch, and nobody had an already preconceived idea of what she should be like. And then I got to be a part of the creation, and I got to work with Philippa and Fran on the writing and the creation of that character, which was really exciting for me. And then the other thing was like the fan situation, which was a situation. When they first called me and said, we want you to be an elf in The Hobbit, I was like,